Agricultural fairs, they offer families opportunities to participate in communally integrated traditions while offering a myriad of learning experiences. So we have here Sienna Wildfield. Hilltown Families is your organization, and you have a bunch of ideas. And I think as everyone gets wrapped up in their tablets and their computers, we forget about these agricultural-based fairs, but they're really amazing learning experiences.
They are. This time of year, especially in August and September, and then we have about 10 of them that are coming up that are great ways to get out in your community and learn through different cultural things that are happening. And
if you do your homework before and you know what's there, if there's animals and anything, you can use it as amazing learning experiences for your kids. Absolutely,
yeah. You know, the agricultural fairs were initially set up through agricultural societies for the purpose of promoting agriculture and for agriculture education, for the science of agriculture. So they were actually initially set up as ways of educating our community on agriculture and the ways that you can go about growing your own food.
And then, I mean, if you want to play the parallel out, it might be more important than ever because people are becoming wrapped up in so many other things. It's important that we get people to start thinking about what's really important, which is the food that we're putting into our bodies.
Right, yeah.
So there's a lot of things that we can learn about. One of them, another one is the history, too.
Right. So like I mentioned, they were established by agricultural societies. Some of them, like the Three County Fair, is almost 200 years old. So they've been around for a long time. Some of them have their historical societies have museums on the fairgrounds, and also at hilltownfamilies.org you'll find links to different fair history that you can access. So when you go, you can look at the primary source exhibits that are there. You can look at antique equipment that's on display and learn a lot about the history of agriculture here in Western Massachusetts.
Another thing that's great is we all love, you know, our pancake breakfasts, our roast beef dinners. There's a lot of community meals that takes place at these where you can meet some amazing people.
That's right. So our agricultural fairs not only are a way of learning about agriculture, but they're also a way of bringing community together. And nothing's more fantastic than getting together with your neighbors and actually having a meal together. You can have your children interact with the elders in your community, and there's another way to go about learning about our culture through storytelling that the elders can share with the children. And then you end up making more community connections, and you have a richer experience while you live here in Western Mass.
Now, oftentimes these organizations, they make it really easy for us. They have exhibition halls that just offer a myriad of different opportunities. Talk about that.
Yeah, sure. Well, we recently, on a show here, we talked about garden-based learning and how you could grow food in your own garden as a way of learning. And here's an opportunity now where you can harvest that and you can have it display in the exhibit halls at the agricultural fairs. And this was specifically set up so community members could share their skills, share their produce, and share different projects that they are working on.
And lastly, and I think the most intriguing part, all of these fairs, they have unique special events. You can find anything at these fairs.
Yeah, great things. I mean, there's things that are kind of, you know, like fireworks and parades and sheep shearing, sheep herding, different exotic things like what you saw there with lions jumping through hoops or balloon displays. But then you have some really interesting things like frog jumping contests and skillet and chainsaw throwing contests.
I'm sorry, what?
Right.
Skillet and chainsaw throwing?
Yes, I believe that's at the Middlefield Fair. And then they also have a skillet throwing contest at the Conway Festival of the Hills.
So maybe also bring your hard hat.
Maybe.
You never know. Hard hat, some goggles, these can get out of hand real quick. But I mean, I guess what it comes down to is we're always looking for fun, free things to take our kids to and different ways to expose our kids to all of the fun that is the Valley and beyond. And these are great ways to do it.
Sure, agricultural fairs are great ways to do it. They're not all free, but they are great to go to. Some of them have midways that you can also have an entertaining kind of experience, and there's concerts at some. But really look for those kind of unique culture-based opportunities that are happening at the different fairs that you can be a part of.
Well, 'tis the season for agricultural fairs. Thank you so much for swinging by. More information on our website, mymassappeal.com.